Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watcher Realms video. We're here today to talk about the event shop, what to buy there, what to prioritize, and we also want to take a look at our anniversary review video because that's one of the content pieces that Munton wants us to make. And yeah, I thought it'd be fun to actually take a look at the data again because it seems like they added a lot more fun stuff from the feedback that we gave last year. So you don't actually get to view the video in the game itself. You have to actually download the video or view it on a browser instead. And yeah, I will have the video open up at the side, but let's actually mute the client first. And yeah, there we go. Moradin being the storyteller, nice. I believe the data was all recorded in April, so it's a bit backdated. Yeah. Supposed to be my username here, but yeah, I changed it to Chinese a while back. I think this BP is pretty old because we're already at 120-ish K right now. And you can see right here at the bottom, the stats here are actually data from last year. So I'm not sure why exactly Adea is here because I only use her for gear dungeons. Yeah, maybe GVG. Torador I understand because I use Torador almost everywhere. Alien is quite a surprise to me as well, but I'm guessing it's because it's data from last year. I didn't have Eunomia back then, so it's probably coming from Codex here. And this one is pretty cool. Basically, it tells us what events we've been in, and I've pretty much been a part of every single limited banner they ever had. I think we had the Captain Riff one, I think Captain Riff first, Sheer. Then after that, it was Last Arrogance. And then after that, we had Honora and Dahlia back to back. I think it was Dahlia followed by Honora Emret. And then we had Wukong, Kigiri, then Wukong, and then Liu Bu and Diao Chan, which happened earlier this year. And we're going to have all 8 of these banners rerunning on 31st of July, so that's really fun. Talking about how many times you've purchased. And this one is very cool. We had this last year, but I don't think there was a breakdown. So now we can actually see which rate your stamina was most spent on. No surprise that Gear Dungeon is quite low here because you only have limited keys every month. And I'm glad that my resource rate is not that high because we haven't been farming those for a very long time. I think we farmed those mainly when we were trying to level up and, max out all our units. And then obviously Gear Rate 3 is right at the top with me. I farm a lot there. I have level 7 Axes, followed by Gear Rate 2. I have level 5 Lightning Flyers as well as the Assassins. And then Gear Rate 1 is something I've neglected for the longest time because I had quite a few good Calamity sets earlier on, so I didn't farm there as much. And now I've returned back to there to actually farm more because I need level 5 garnets, which I just recently got as well. But very cool because we didn't have this in the past, and I'm glad that I did not spend too much on AMR because now we just rely on Gleamings exclusively. Yeah, it's just how many times I've done Guild Boss, Emra. That's over 45 weeks of Samra basically. And this is nice as well. Managed to actually clear through all the codexes at Triple S. And you can see right here, rank 2 for all of this here. The only reason why I'm rank 2 is because Winella is rank 1. And then for the Boris Codex, I don't have Ingrid. That's why I'm on 9. And then 15 for the Pelagios Codex because I don't have Ingrid as well as Pelagios. And then the Phantasmal Codex one, it was just a bugged affair where, we all managed to exploit that Karmat bug to get a very high score on this. I think this is the Oracle Trials one. 64 times. I think people usually get like a nice summoning page, but I'm not sure if that is only in the screenshots, but if you get like double lots and all that, they will tell you, but clearly I've not gotten those before. And I'm surprised that we actually had that many ancient summons. You guys will probably know by now, I've always complained that we had that streak of 600 ancients without any non-lots. So basically 75% of my ancient summons had non-lots and the other 25 were just empty, which is pretty sad. But these summons were only from last year. You guys can't see it, but there's only data from last year summon here. And we don't have that many good awakening 5 units. We could awaken 5 more units, but we choose not to. We sold a lot of them for awakening coins. But I think because this data is probably from last year, I had a few more units A-fight by then, like Nora, Wukong, who else? Hex, as well as Boreas. Mostly actually from the limited banners. Otherwise, it was from the awakening shop recently. Yeah. A lot of variant mythics, but terrible variant mythics. Yeah, that's the review for the video. Pretty fun. You can also see from your in-game app client, there is a whole bunch of screenshots that you can actually take through. And those screenshots will actually give you like a snapshot of what you've done. So I think the coolest one is actually this farming one, as well as the codex one if you want to show off, and then this summoning one as well if you want to just compare how luck is like for your account versus your other friends. But all this data was taken from just last year, so it doesn't contain any summons that you did this year. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can save this as well, share them, and in the review hall you can see what people have been getting. I've seen some pretty lucky folks. Yeah, you see double lots, Setrum, highest BP, and yeah, look at this guy, double Ingrid. Crazy, very lucky guy. And yeah, obviously I don't have that many Awaken 5s because I just saw that guy with 26 Awaken 5 units. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can do a bunch of stuff here other than just watch the video. You can download it, share it to the hall, and also review other people's. When you like their data, you get this emoticon. So yeah, we're just gonna collect all that. Have I actually done this? Oh, you have to like 7 of this before you get it. Yes, look at this guy. Double Valderon. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. I think reading this would just make me more mad because I was comparing my summons with other moderators on Discord and I realized that I have such terrible ancient luck. Okay, so that's enough of me rambling. Or oh wait, why is it not showing up? Like other, oh, for 7 days. So I have to come in here and interact for 7 days before we actually get to it. Okay, that's cool to know. Alright, so that's the review for the video. Now we want to talk about the shop. I think it's pretty straightforward what we normally get from here. If we want to just talk about the rarer resources here, which is the Shadow Pawn, we don't get much of this right now because the gear rates don't drop them, but I am assuming that we will start getting plenty of them when the challenge mode opens up. So obviously, the artifacts, the exclusives are to go for no matter what, because these are essentially free. Anyone can get it, and you know there's no reason to skip them. The Eloin skin, unfortunately, it seems like they are not opening it up for purchase for everyone that wasn't around during Christmas. So I was around during Christmas, and you can see you can redeem it, and then you get the Halloween skin right here. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this. I mean, it's free. What's to complain? But yeah, I've seen very conflicting arguments about whether they like this skin or not. So okay, enough of that. Of course, prioritize these two artifacts. I'll say if you do not have sufficient radiant pawns, you can just skip the Helm of Helios because you can probably forge this from the artifact forge itself normally. And then the chat bubbles, these are always to go for. Astro Shard, you can go for it. It will just make your life a lot simpler when it comes to having to chase after more shards in the Oracle Trials and the events. Gleamings, the skill crystals, ancient shards and diamonds, rare summons, auto fights. I think the only things that I'll skip is the gold, the mythic extract, 5-star psychic, and this artifact. The rest, I'll think it's best to go for them. But with the way that they've been doing these events recently, I think they have been trying to make it such that if you participate in every single thing, you basically are able to get all the rewards available. So I would not worry too much. But just for this very weekend, I would strongly suggest that you go all in on the ancient shards. This is about 4 ancients right there, which could be what allows you to actually hit your Ingrid or Velara. So that's going to be my priority. And then after that, it's going to be the rare summons, the diamonds, the exclusive artifacts, and then the gleamings, skill crystals, and all this are secondary to me. I will say that the Astro Shard, you don't really need it as long as you participate in the game actively. So that's a pretty quick one. We also have the Gala Quest. Not as impressive as the last quest where we actually had a lot of good rewards like the soul stones and all that. But it seems quite straightforward as usual. You just play the game. There's also some monthly challenge where you get a lot of the shadow pawns from. The summons and all that. So after summoning for a bit, we'll definitely have enough to actually purchase all the ancients. And yeah, you just pretty much play the game and you'll get all this eventually. This skin looks pretty sick. I'm excited for that. So that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section below about what to buy and what not to. And once again, I am having a pool party this Friday and Saturday. If you're interested, sign up with the link below. I also have a Discord channel that I recently, a Discord server that I recently launched. So if you're interested, feel free to drop by and, we can chat about all sorts of things that are Watcher Realms related there. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. See you in the next one. Goodbye.